Good afternoon. My name is Erik Whynot. I'm an attorney here with the law firm of Garfinkel Whynot in Maitland, Florida, just outside of Orlando. I wanted to talk to you today about what my firm provides. And one question that I get all the time from clients is, how much is it going to cost and how long is it going to take, or how quickly can I get it? Well, the one thing that a board of directors for a community association should be able to rely on and should use frequently is the advice of experts. One question that I get a lot from board of directors is, how much is it going to cost and how long is it going to take? At my firm, Garfinkel Whynot, we understand that the board of directors is relying on us as the board's experts to provide information and advice with regards to what you can and can't do under the laws of Florida, as well as what you can and can't do under your governing documents. So, I can't tell you how many times a day, how many times a week I get a quick phone call on my cell phone, because most of my clients do have my cell phone number. I get a quick call asking, hey Erik, can we do X? Hey Erik, what does this mean? Hey Erik, our documents say this, can we do this? And probably, most of the time it takes me less than 10 to 20 seconds to give an answer. Why? Because that's what I do. That's my area of practice. That's my area of expertise. Similar to a mechanic. If I bring my car to a mechanic and I say it's making some crazy sound, he probably knows exactly what that is, and it takes him less than 10 seconds. Well, similar, that's what an attorney should do. That's what a community association attorney should do, and you should not be charged for that. The one thing that my firm does is day-to-day answers and day-to-day questions received from a board of directors, you don't get charged for. You don't get nickeled and dimed here at Garfinkel Whynot. However, there can be questions that are a bit more difficult. And if it is more difficult, and I am going to have to require to open up your documents or open up a law book or open up case law to give you a good, educated answer, then the first thing I'll do before going to the study guide is I'll quote you how long it's going to take and about how much it's going to cost, so that you and your board can take that information and actually consider whether or not you want me to do that work, or if you want to limit the work to something that's maybe more affordable or something more in the price range you were looking at. I want to switch now to the areas of the law that we focus on here at the firm. There's essentially 4 different areas of law in community association law. The first is construction defect litigation. Now this applies for whether it was a turnover from a developer and you're at your turnover meeting now, or if you have reconstruction or repair work that happened that the association contracted for. Construction defect does not just refer to that of the developer. It can also refer to anyone who is doing work on the property. We're one of the few law firms in the state that offer this type of representation on a contingency full basis, meaning that we take all the risk and incur all the costs for the benefit of the association while prosecuting the case as quickly and as expeditiously as we can. The other 3 areas that we practice are, of course, covenant enforcement, assessment collections, and then the general umbrella of what's called transactional. Transactional covers if you want to amend your documents or if you have a question. A lot of those day-to-day questions that we talked about earlier will fall under the transactional realm. Now, the covenant enforcement matters, our firm bills out those matters pre-suit at a flat fee. So there are no hourly charges for the pre-suit activities for both condominium and homeowner association covenant enforcement. Also, our assessment collection department is almost purely on a flat fee basis, and that flat fee schedule is provided as soon as you sign up with our firm. Transactional, those are usually billed out at the attorney's hourly rate. But general retainer clients for Garfinkel Whynot get $25 an hour off that hourly rate, and also general retainer clients for our firm get the free telephone and email access for everyday, day-to-day questions. Again, this is Erik Whynot with Garfinkel Whynot, looking forward to assisting you and your community in the future.